going on, peoples? What's happening? We are here again to go through this thing called the journey of a photographer. We are about to retouch an image that I took at one of my last sessions. If you're wondering why I'm looking to my right, I'm also basically putting this elsewhere as well. This picture is base edit done. Now I'm about to do the retouching, and I'm about to add glitter to this picture. More or less, I'm about to just do something that I don't mind doing the glitter if I know I'm about to do it, because again, I don't like leaving that stuff everywhere. Now the paper stuff I don't mind because that's biodegradable. It's gonna go into the dirt. It's gonna crumble up in like a day. It really, like the paper glitter literally just goes away. It's an eyesore for like a day or two, but it is biodegradable. It's almost like freaking mulching your grass. That plastic hard crunchy glitter stuff, that kills birds. Sounds funny, sounds wrong, but I don't like doing it too much unless I'm in an area where I know I can clean it up and where I'm not there getting to might see people say something. Cause other people do it, they don't say nothing, but that is beside the point. But again, we about to go through the basic retouch. Again, my actions are already done, so it's gonna jump real quickly into me already being able to do what I need to do. So right now I'm about to go through the basics, and here this is a generic setting that I do. That way sometimes I don't have to change this, because again, you're trying to see the tonal difference between the blemish and what you are trying to replace. And a lot of times it really is not much. Like, you're really not doing a lot. Just gonna come over chill, do this. Now again, if you're seeing something, a common mistake is when you change your settings, remember to go back to the layer where you're actually working from. That's why you didn't see anything change. It's because I'm an idiot and I did not go back and put myself back on the layer of where I'm actually changing stuff. Now I shared this to Facebook because I'm now actually going live on YouTube. I don't ever do that too often. I don't go live at all, really. I just started going live because people have been requesting me to go live. And some people think this is an act. No, ain't got no sense. I don't care. I'm not finna sit here and try to be so high as a ditty all the time. Because I'd rather have fun, even in stressful times. Because if you ain't having fun, no one else is. When all ish is going to HE double hockey sticks, you need to be able to stay calm. Be able to persevere. Because sometimes no one knows ish was going wrong. Many a times I've been on sessions where I done forgot half of my okay, I ain't never forget half of my ish, but I got enough backups to go from plan A to plan Z, where the client may never know nothing happened. Pictures will look still immaculate, even though I might be using 3 different things to accomplish a goal where I forgot the piece that would have made it easier. One time in particular, I did an event in Plant City where none of us had trigger. Well, I had a trigger, but my batteries was dead. The dude I was shooting for, he had a flash trigger. He didn't have none on him. So I ended up using a hot shoe flash connected to another hot shoe flash to fire the actual studio strobes, because we needed that power to shoot at like F8 for these groups. So I literally had a hot shoe flash flashing at a regular studio strobe slave sensor to fire it. Hot shoe flash literally only needed to be at like 1/28 of a power, because it literally was like where my hand is to this camera is where that flash was to that sensor. So we could literally do very rapid firings to a more powerful strobe. Because if you turn a hot shoe all the way up, it's 1, 2, 3, fire. 1, 2, 3, fire. That don't sound like a lot, but when you got people trying to get in the building to get their drinks and meet up with their people, those split seconds are a pain in the butt to people that don't want to be taking a picture in with your way. Even though they know what they're coming there for. They're coming there for a media event from a media source that literally is pictures. But yeah, we basically going over the basic retouch components. Now the thing about this is when I get done with what I'm doing, this almost will seem very pointless to a certain degree, because again, when you get done with adding the glitter, a lot of the face will be behind glitter for obvious reasons. But yes, you always want to do that part first. Almost to, and see, this is what we remove. Now a lot of people will say, oh, you could do this all in the frequency separation part of it. I found bukus of videos where they do this first, and I like the results of doing this first because it comes out a lot cleaner in my opinion. Now granted, art is subjective. Other people might go, oh, this is pointless, I don't get it, I don't know why you're doing all the extra work. Well, because it works for me. If it look good to what I like it to look like, I don't care. Reason why I don't care is because it look good to me. Once it look good to me, I send out what looks good to me. When you hire me for what look good to me. This is what look good to me. Now we're about to do some frequency separation. Now again, I do this technically. There's a lot of people that will say don't go into the highlights. I don't care. I'm gonna go in the highlights, I'm gonna go in shadows, I'm gonna go in all of that. Why? Because it look like I like it to look. And I do like the wet brush technique. If you look that up, I want to say there's like 3 different tutorials where they use the wet brush. Pixel Perfect does it. Mike EO, I don't know how to say his name. But if you look it up, wet brush frequency separation technique, literally the first 3 are probably more than likely the ones I learned from. Period, point blank. Like this ain't none of this is new. I think the only time it's going to get new is when the resolution of the cameras get up and we got to change these numbers. Because right now, I'm not going to lie to you, you're supposed to do some math stuff and change the actual number from 128 to double that or minus that, depending on the higher resolution. Until it becomes a problem, I ain't gonna lie, I be cheating. I leave it at 128, sub 128, the sub number is 2. But yeah, I literally set it, make an action, and I don't have to do it no more. Like you technically should be, you can make those layers and do all of that yourself real quick and just readjust it for each picture. I make an action and call it a day. Because I am not finna sit there and do it every time. When 99% of the time, it gonna look about right to begin with. So I leave it alone to begin with. Now, if you are wondering, I'm not speeding nothing up. This is literally how I do this. You sample a lot because you're basically blending between the transitions. So what you want to do is have it equally blend into the different shades. I'm not changing shades necessarily, and I'm not trying to bring in colors that are not already in the area. I am literally blending them in to each other. Once you get done with this, now some people will literally only do the face. I don't get that. They got a body, they got arms, and all of that. You do all of that. So now I'm going down here. Now again, you just basically are blending in, because all of those bigger blemishes that you're slightly seeing, which in all honesty there's no blemishes, it's just, it's cold. Now some people will say don't get rid of the lines, don't go over the lines. Again, art is subjective, and my clients like what the pictures look like, so I keep doing it. They say you gotta know the rule before you can break them. Well, I be breaking all the rules, and I be knowing all the rules. Hence why you hear me tell you all the rules, but I do not follow all the rules. And this is what that looks like. Before, after. Before, after. It's a very slight change, and you can make it ultra dramatic. There are more steps that you could do to make it like very dramatic. I don't be like doing that. Like, all right, let's see something. Let's see if I remember how to do this off of just memory. This is all memory. Let's see if I remember this. Yep, linear light. Now, technically, I think I've already, you know what? I already messed it up. Yep. Because what it is this. Then I want to say it's linear light. I might be wrong. We gonna see. Because there's like 5 million different tutorials. Yep, that was it. This one, and you basically bring this all the way up to where it looks weird. Now, I'm not finna leave this layer, but this is another thing you could do to smoothen the skin a lot more. You'll see a lot of different photographers use this method, but when you bring it down, you get that. Now, again, that's not horrible, but I don't know. And then you'll just paint it back in where you want it. And like I say, it's not horrible, because the other method that I hate is the Gaussian blur method, where, in all honesty, if you're dealing with like pageants and stuff, they love that look. And it literally is a look to make people look like plastic dolls. And technically, if you're doing pageants that are like the tiaras and tiaras, whatever the heck that crap is, you see that a lot. Oh, it's still, yeah. Whenever you're doing this, do 100. Don't do what it was I didn't push it back. I don't know why I'm giving this so much time when I ain't gonna leave it. I did it already. Because again, this one, the face is not going to be the prime part of what you're seeing. It literally is going to be in the background, because in a second, well, not a second, it won't be a second, it'll be in a minute, you will see me switch over. And see, now you can smooth it out a lot more. I want it down a little bit more, but again, it's up to you. I'm gonna leave it because I already did it. Yes, I'm still doing all the dodging and burning that I normally would do just to finish a picture. Even though top layer is all, bottom layer, first layer is always the burn. I tend to burn hair a lot because I like having the hair darker. I like having the hair. The glitter files I'm using are from a website called Squidjo. If you use Squidjo, they 99% of the time always are running a special where you get half off, and is at the time of this recording it was $10. With a half off coupon, it brings it down to $5. Make sure you add that promo code. They tend to advertise a lot on Facebook for, like, if you do anything photography, that one, the Cole's Classroom shows up. Sean Austin's plugs will show up. Yeah, the government affiliations of monitoring what you type. If you are a photographer and you look up anything photography, 99% of the time on your feed on Facebook, you seeing those all the time. But Squidjo is one I like because it gives you a jump start. Granted, if you're looking for graphics, go to a graphic designer. There's a couple in my area: Jacromely Goody Graphics, Brandon Washington, Globe Impact, Vincent Laura or Lorette. I don't know how to say the man's name. LVL. He does everything. He's also a very good photographer. Don't let him lie to you. He'll say, I'm not that great. That must look amazing too. Vincent Laura. He does like Like, he's one of those ones where he loves graphics. I'm not into that graphics too much, even though I did take it. I did have it. I just didn't really want to do it. So I didn't do it. Now we getting into this area right here. This area right here. I'm probably finna switch my music up, so you're gonna see me turn away for a second. Cause yes, I do not own the rights to none of the music I listen to while I edit. But I'm not finna not listen to music. Y'all might get some music lessons going on up in here. Cause sometimes I actually listen to very old stuff that most people will go, you too young to be listening to that oldness. Old people be like, hold on, what the heck is you listening to? Young people be like, what the heck is you listening to? Black people be like, you listen to white people music. White people go, we don't listen to even that. I see, I'm a true listener of everything. Some people claim they listen to everything. They be lying. Because when you say you listen to everything, I mean, I go from country, rap, hip-hop to orchestra music, classic music. When I say classic, I do mean classical, Fly of the Bumblebee, bop, stuff like that. Then I roll right into, well, I don't know if you can hear it. It's kind of low. But, yep, done with that for, well, not really. Now we go and burn the rest. Again, if you're looking at my numbers, there is no rhyme or reason to half of them, is what I like. And 90% of the time, I kind of have an idea of what it's going to look like because my curve setting for this has been the same. The background, I tend to do a little bit darker. And what it is when you're doing it black and white, you're burning the tones, not the color. Because 99% of the time, the colors will still actually remain the same. But you're burning to tone contrast. And then I'm going to do something that Scott Kelby don't like when people do. Like, Dave LaChapelle, he has very high contrasty pictures. There's very little fade to him, even when he's shooting film. It's very crisp. If you look at a lot of stuff that is quote unquote trending, and you can say don't be a trend follower, it's to exist within the realm of taking pictures. Film has always had that faded look, so it's more like you just doing what was already there. But yep, we going through burning all this right here. Now on the leaves, you technically can do those too, but I'm literally burning the heck out of any black hole. I'm making it where there ain't no more detail in the hole. We're burning the holes. Use right here, this right here. Now, I believe I'm good on that. And this is what the difference is. And it's a good thing to do this so you can see if you've actually touched every part that you want to touch. I haven't, because I see right now I didn't touch this, that. And with this tablet, stroking it will give you more of an add-on. Or if you have an Intuit, maybe even this brand where it's pen sensitive, you literally will do that with the pressure that you're pushing. With mine, it's literally a stroke to a certain degree. The more you stroke it, even with the numbers, the stronger it'll be. I don't know why I like doing this, but I don't like it too bright. Yeah, if it was here, it was already here. I put it in my mouth. No, on pause. Now we gonna brighten up those right there. Brighten up those. Brighten up those. Come in here. Come in here. Now again, it's just very quickly. The reason why is, in all honesty, you're giving that glow look. Like, you can already see the 3 dimension to the face. Like, overall look, like it's a very three-dimensional effect that it gives when you dodge and burn. It's one of the simplest way to improve the look of your imagery, but it's one of those ones where you gotta just keep doing it, and then you'll get your gist of what you like doing with it. Because you can go crazy and use like shadows and highlights to give it another very distinct look. And again, with dodging and burning, it literally is a matter of just going over your highlights with your brush. Just keep on going, keep on going. And with the hair, I bring it up a lot, and I find those spots where it's like shiny, and just go right over them. It makes that hair look very, very, very painterly to a certain degree. Now, if I wanted to, which I'm not going to, you could literally clean up all of that too. And no, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Back to 10. Now with the brush, you know what I am. I'm gonna go in here, do some of these. You basically just going over any spot that's a little bit lighter. You don't have to necessarily be precise with it. And remember, if you're not zoomed in, it's not gonna move like you want to. I do that a lot. I forget that I'm all the way out, because I like being very tight in on this when I'm doing this. In the same. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Yes, I'm listening to Jerry Lee Lewis. And again, that's the difference. And you see that? Now, granted, I'm not leaving it like this full. I'm gonna bring it down some, because you always just do it and then you will just bring it down. Just bring it out of it till it's like right there, about right there. I like that right there. That look. I'm gonna bring it out just a little more. Yeah, I like that right there. That's that little pin. You know what? Let's go up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just right there. There we go. There we go. Now we come to the point where we'll be adding the. In fact, you can see here where I got it from. Squidjo. That's how you spell it. So you see that right there? That's how you spell where I got this glitter from. Now, the thing about this is it's quite simple to add it in there. Literally, I'm not joking. All you're doing is copying and pasting. Take it bigger, make it a little bit bigger. Figure out how you want it. Like this color, I kind of want like this, because this is going to be more like the center part. Now, place it. Come over here, turn it to screen. And now you could erase if you want to. I tend to like using a layer mask because I'll bring it back, take it in. But yeah, just bring your brush up. Just make sure you get that square line out of there. Now I'm going to take that up some. And the thing about this is you can delete a lot of it, because again, I'm going to be bringing some different colors in. See, and now I got that. Now this does, if they actually did blow glitter, it does help a little bit because it shows a lot more on their hands. But I didn't, and I wasn't going to. I don't like to. I don't want to clean it up. Oh, see, what had happened was, apparently I had made a layer. Let me delete this. I do not want that on there. I don't know, apparently I had put some type in there somewhere. So now I can delete it. Oh. What had happened was I had literally still had it selected, so it won't let me delete. I'm gonna add this in there. This is going to be pretty much like right here as well. I'm gonna make this one a little bit bigger. Leave that there. Same thing, screen. Boom. Now I'm going to my mask. I'm going to paint around those squares. Because anytime you're dealing with overlays, make sure you delete the edges. Because what happened is, if they print this, I can guarantee you right now you don't really see the edges. But if you print it, you will see where that square edge is. Just put that like right there. Like that. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's not exactly where I want it to be yet, but it's getting there. Now, what sometimes I do is, depending on how I feel, I might actually go get actual glitter files, or I need to do it myself and actually go get some glitter, take pictures of it. Because that's the thing. The biggest part about this is, we know it's manipulation. She was there. You're here. Heck, you might even know it's manipulation, because if you watch my live on Facebook, which, heck, I can't say lay out here because you don't even know I'll be doing this, you would have seen that it was there. I'll screen again. This is probably going to be the last one, because again, I like, you do to a certain extent want to overdo it, because that's the whole point of it. Now, what I might do that I've never done before is put her class in the middle of it, because a lot of times you want to put like class of 2020, and for her, this is her AA degree. I did one that actually is high school, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get back to this. Get this right here, and literally just look at your mask. The thing about this is, you're not even paying attention to the glitter necessarily, because even now I think I need to move it down some, like right here. Yeah, like right there. Now go back to brush. That right there, that booth. And with me, I say that's done. And the thing about it is you want to collect different pieces. I use Squid Joe. Kelby ones, a lot of their classes and courses, if you take them, they do give you like files and stuff like that. Skillshare is another one. I don't know, is Linda still around? Cause Linda, it used to be just Scott Kelby and Linda, but I ain't hear advertising for Linda in a little minute. But this is the finished result. So for those that watch the live stream, you've seen me make it. For those that watch the playback, this will be the thumbnail for that playback. But peoples, this has been editing Richmond. Now y'all get to see how I save stuff, see some work that's done in there. Because yeah, I don't save to the same hard drive as of where I took the picture from. I literally save to thumb drive. Like right now, I'm literally saving to thumb drives. But peace out, peoples.